Well, hello, miners and crafters. Ryan here. Welcome back to Seaside. We have quite an exciting episode for you. If you tuned in last time and saw the start of our mega storage facility, you might have an idea of where I'm standing right now. The question is, how did we get here? Let's go take a look. Alright, we've got a good portion of the chests already set up here, and it is coming together. Now, a lot of this will probably change when I decorate and kind of get into the second phase of the build. After I get all of the bones in place, I'll make it real fancy and get it to look like exactly how I want it. But for now, this is kind of like a rough layout just to make sure I like what I see, and so far I do. Now, I did want to add some pillars here, but I am quickly running out of quartz. So we're going to just do a couple of pillars just to see how it looks, see how it feels, and see what we like, what we don't like, what we need to change, etc., etc. I don't know how tall to make this thing. I guess we'll make it pretty tall. We're going to have a couple layers inside, and I want this to be open and airy. I fly into the lighthouse quite often to gather stuff. See, we do one of these maneuvers, we come around here, and we try to zip right into the door without hitting our heads on anything. And the idea is that this will kind of have a roof. It's going to have pillars and a roof, but it's going to be open for the most part. So that way, when we fly into it, we can just fly around and get right in to where we need to go without having to mess with doors and whatnot. I think that's a pretty good height because it's going to have a dome roof too. That gives us plenty of room to fly in here. All right, let's put another pillar up and see what we think. Cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going for a grand look here, so it's gotta look, well, grand. Okay, actually, I like this better. 2 columns per pillar. I like that better. That looks cool. Makes them more full. Looks like they're structurally more sound. It adds to it without taking up too much space. Sweet. Now, I did mention I wanted to have at least a second level on this thing, and that is why I've left chests off of this wall and off of the back wall there. I'm going to kind of make circular staircase going up on either side. Okay, just got back from my base. I'm gonna need some more quartz here. We're running dangerously low. We actually have none. Oh, what's this? I can't read that. All right, ready for the best landing? Yeah. Yes, I really did. Ooh. Thank you. That must be a gift from Nick. Thank you, buddy. Time to go back into the nether. I'm gonna go ahead and set my spawn right here. Alright, this is gonna be a great time to not die in the nether. I forgot my bow. Okay, that was a semi-successful nether session. We got a bunch of quartz, and That's certainly not going to be enough, but it's a start. I got some villagers moved from the villager training hall over here. So I've got 3 stonemasons, and I'm going to trade them all up to give me some good trades. Right now we're going to trade some clay for some emeralds. And then we're going to trade some emeralds for some pillar quartz block. And I think that's a pretty good trade, although it only gets me 12 of these things. But, well, it's a work in progress. We'll get these guys trained in. And hopefully they can give us some good trades too. We could do that. We could do that. No, we can't do that. We don't have stone. We do have stone. Now, which one of you trades? You trade. Eventually, we're going to make a villager house for some stonemasons in this area. I think it'll be cool to have a little building supply store. And when we get good trades and more of these guys, they're going to offer some more exotic blocks and for pretty cheap too. So that is going to be just great. But we need to get them trained in first and make some more of them. Are you offering me quartz again? Hey, you got to restock. As far as the pillars go and the basic structure of the thing, we're getting there. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead in time a little bit here and get more of this thing done. I do need to get around to fixing that roof. It should be a really cool gradient. We'll do it. Don't worry. We're gonna do it. We've made some fantastic progress on the big storage building. Let's take a nap, sleep this night away, and then we'll go take a look at how it's progressing. Pretty cool, right? Now I put in the stone on the roof just as a placeholder. It's much easier to lose a whole bunch of stone if I make mistakes than it is to lose a whole bunch of glass. So I laid out the roof with the stone, and now I'm filling in where the stone was with the glass pieces. So this is going to be an all glass roof that will allow us to see down into it and allow sunlight to come through. Now I'm just working on more glass. There's a lot of it. Okay, so this is the interior so far as well. We've got chests all around and cool bridges that go up and around the inside of it. I'm planning on extending these chest walls up higher so that we can climb up to the second level and access more storage here. I think one rocket will get us straight up through the middle. Oh, almost. Okay, well that works. I also made a temporary cactus farm over here. I needed a lot of green dye. The cyan color stained glass that I've been using uses blue and green coloring in it. And those have been the 3 colors that I'm using on the ceiling there. But to get this color and this color, we need a lot of green dye. And green dye comes from cactus. Cacti? Cactus. I don't know. Whichever way it is. It comes from cactus. So I have this little farm set up here so that I can collect some cactus, and I mean that's probably enough to get me through this. But it's not a bad thing to have. It's a really cool automatic farm. It's passive. You don't have to do anything. You just have to exist near it, and it harvests itself. See how these fence posts are up here on the block above the cactus? What happens? What happens is the cactus will grow. It's on sand, it's near water, it's gonna grow. And when it grows up, cactus can't have anything next to it. Otherwise the block will break. So it grows up and immediately breaks because it's got that fence post next to it. Then the piece of cactus falls down and gets sent through this collection chamber and into this chest. So infinite free cactus forever. Yeah, it's not the best place for a cactus farm. I realize that. It's right next to the giant storage cathedral here. So we're gonna we're gonna move it. I'm gonna take this down when we're done with this project, but I definitely want to set up another one. I think it's really neat, and it's so easy to make, and you get free cactus forever. We've still got our villagers over here. I've got them some good trades. And they have supplied me with a good emergency supply of quartz. I can't reach you. Hello? Can you come to the window? Oh, stop you. Totally rewatched Monty Python and the Holy Grail the other night because of this. Okay, gamers, enough is enough. We're going to take a quick break from our usual building antics to do a bit of copper work. Yep, that's right. This thing has been unfinished for too long, and it's about time that we finish it. I think I'm just gonna wing it. I think it'll look good. Let's build a gradient. Alrighty, after such a long time, the gradient is done. Let's go take a look. Fly around here and voila. What do you think? I kind of like it. It's a sloppy gradient, but that is okay. That's by design. I want it to look like it's weathered, like it's worn in, like maybe the whole thing used to be copper and now a lot of it is oxidized over time. Yeah, I like it. The parts of the roof that are closer to shore have less oxidation on them. We can imagine that, we can imagine that the side that's closer to the sea gets more salt in the air. Maybe it oxidizes quicker over there. I don't know, but it adds some variety. Nice. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, I found another book. I was digging around by the beach down here, and I found this book buried underneath the sand. Let's check it out. Another captain's log. We set sail today for new lands. Castletown has fallen, and we barely escaped with the little that we have. The sea brings great uncertainty and opportunity. We have hope. And that's it. Okay. So it's another missing page out of the captain's log. If you remember a couple episodes ago, the one where we built this beach, we found a mysterious book buried underneath the water by the shipwreck over there, and couldn't figure out where that came from. So we found a second book here off camera, and it's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and put it with the where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is Captain's Log 1, and this is Captain's Log number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put some more frames up here. I don't know, I suppose that there's something between 1 and 5, maybe even more. This is where we're going to collect these things. I'm sure there's a mystery to unravel, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. If you haven't seen episode 19 yet, Building a Beach, go check it out. We literally build an entire beach. That beach, to be exact. speaking of cool episodes, this is hopefully one of them. I've done a bit of work over on the mega storage facility, and it is coming along really well. I wanted to show you what it's looking like. We've got the roof all in place, glass, of course, and we've done a lot to the interior design of the structure. If anybody has a good name for this thing other than mega storage facility, you let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's take a look at some details here. I'm really liking how this is coming along. So we've got the exterior done. All the pillars are up. The dome roof is there, and all the glass is placed. Actually, let's get a closer look up top, huh? This roof was made in cobblestone, as you saw earlier in this video, and we've since replaced every cobblestone block with a glass in a kind of a stained glass pattern. So I guess the theme of this episode is finishing roofs. So this is fully accessible from most anywhere. We can fly in over the mountaintop and head straight into the storage facility. It's a nice build, but it's in nature, so that's fine. We can have these guys wandering around, and they're welcome. They give a life to the area. We have a lot of movement, some plant life. I added the water, things like the buzzsaw back here, and the candles flickering on the outside ring, so that we have some light and life to the area and some movement. Now, making a storage facility that's round and surrounded by mountains poses an interesting challenge that I didn't think about in the beginning of this build. It's disorienting. After I've visited a few chests, gotten some materials out, turned myself around, I'm lost, and I don't know which way is out. So, well, I mean, any way is out, I guess, but the way out that I was expecting, I don't know. You know what I mean, right? So what I'm trying to do here is segment it up a little bit. So I know that the tool bench area and the armory area is near the front quote of the building, or towards the seaside. And then the back here where we see this hill, I'm going to put more trees there too, is the back of the build. So that gives us a little bit of guidance when we're in here and we're not lost quite so much, but I'm looking to improve that too. But can I ride on this? I can ride on this. Hello. Can I just do every episode on a llama now? Hello, this is Ryan. Welcome back to Seaside. Hello, this is Ryan. Welcome to Llama Town. Hello, this is Llama Town. Welcome to Flavor Town. Okay, enough lame jokes. Llama jokes? Let's go upstairs. So upstairs, we've got some more chests, this neat little stained glass piece, and I swapped out the pillars that were here that used this warp stem for diorite. I think that gives it a cleaner look. It matches the white theme. And I really wanted this green color to pop as an accent, but not the basis of the build. The basis of the build is white. So I swapped that out for this block, and I think it looks a lot cleaner. I also swapped out the wood floors on the platforms upstairs for the same blocks, and I think that gives it a cleaner look too. Now, I wanted a natural element in here to kind of bring the outside inside, and I think we've done it with this floating, oops, oh man. I think we've done it with this floating blob of grass and moss. Ooh, an egg. Where's this waterfall coming from? Where's the source of this? I don't know. It's magical. It's mythical. Just go with it. Again, for the sake of creating motion, I've added some green stained glass to the bottom of this, like it's dripping. And then some motion here too. This isn't connected to anything, so it kind of looks like a piece of moss is just falling down perpetually. You gotta kind of suspend your disbelief. It's meant to be fun. Got a cartography table here, little basin, all the necessities. Got a garden on this side. It's meant to just look pretty. And here's our wealth, our vast riches, if you will. And eventually we're gonna have diamonds here. The problem is I just have so many diamonds that it's hard to carry them all over here. So over here we've got our armory station. So we've got weapons. I'm not even gonna look in these. I have so many weapons that I can't possibly display them all on the screen at once. Here's the shulker boxed box. So we can stay organized. And then inside here we've got all of our ores and all of our building materials, all our supplies. And I'm still placing a lot of this stuff and figuring out where everything should go. Now, one thing of note, the sun is setting, we get to see it at night, how fun. One thing of note is that I removed the chests on the outside here, and I like it better that way. We have so many chests on the inside, I don't think we're gonna run out of storage room, so I'm actually gonna go around and remove all of the chests on the outside. Now that we have the second floor, which I haven't even found a need to store anything up there yet, we have plenty of space. So I want to incorporate more greenery and more outside stuff on the inside around the outside of the... Oh, this is a complicated sentence. I want to bring the outside on the outside ring of the inside of this build. What? Quite possibly I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I think I've lost it. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to remove these chests and put in some plants. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's do a perfect fly back over to our new storage area and take a look at it at night. We've got the dome up top all lit up, and I didn't include any lights on the stained glass. I think it looks cool dim like this at night. Mobs don't really spawn up here, and that's good enough for me. Sometimes they do, but when they jump down, the fall takes care of them. So not too big of a concern. But I really like the way that this is looking at night and this whole area in general as I eventually light up the whole perimeter of this too. I think it's gonna look really cool. Another friend has come to visit. Hello, friend. Sorry, but I just can't have you blowing up my... This, It's time to make more flowers. Something else to consider is what to do with the outside of this build. I just put dirt and grass here because that's what I had on hand. But I'm going back and forth about what I want to do to the perimeter of this build. Should I leave it grassy and natural? Or I was also thinking it'd be kind of cool to go with like a stone look out here. We are in the middle of a mountain range. It'd be cool to make an all stone ground around this and then add in some more natural elements in planter boxes and little green spaces. I think that could be cool too. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. Should I leave it green or something different? You know it's garden time when there's no tools whatsoever on my hotbar, just flowers and dirt. Let's add some nice flowers up here too. Why not, right? That's good. We don't want to go overboard. Well, maybe one more. Okay. I've got a cool idea for a light inside the storage facility, but I just need some honey first. Just a few finishing touches here. I added some honey blocks to the lights underneath each of the platforms, and I added 4 chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. Let's fly around outside and see how that looks now that it's night. Nice. I like that. It adds a little bit of glow to the upper part. I'll have to be careful when I'm flying so I don't fly into the chains or into the lamps themselves, but I think we can manage that, right? We also got our greenery in on the sides and put up these nice little trapdoors to kind of box it in like a little flower box there. I think it adds a good touch. Again, we're bringing the nature from outside to the inside on the outside ring of the inside of this build. All right, let's switch to free camera here and take a look. You know, obviously we have a little bit more work to do around the outside. We're gonna relocate that cactus farm, and we're gonna relocate our building material villagers that are over there in that stone hut. We're gonna move them somewhere much more homey for them. Anyway, what do you think? Should we keep the outside green and improve upon that idea? Or should we make the outside stone? What do you think? I think it could look good either way, but leave your opinion here in the comments. I really do hope you like this build. I spent a lot of time on this. Obviously, it's a 2-part episode, but I think this is a really cool start to our new storage facility and to our new mega base over here in the mountain range. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and we'll see you next time for something different. Bye-bye.